Hi, everybody. I've got a college basketball play this afternoon in the West Coast Conference. Pepperdine plus 6.5 at San Francisco with a total of 149. My overall record is 12, 14, and 1, so the fade warning is in full effect. Please do not play this or play it extremely at your own risk. I'm on a cold streak. Drexel completely collapsed second half. They covered the first half, but just completely fell apart after that. So very disappointing performance. So after making what might have been my earliest and easiest cash of 2014 and probably for the whole year, which was Oklahoma Sooners team total over 17.5, I turned away from the Sugar Bowl to watch Pepperdine play UC Santa Clara, which was a game that I wrote up, and I was really impressed with what I saw. They were catching about 5-6 points, and they didn't need them. They ended up winning outright by 9 in Santa Clara, so it was a double-digit cover for them. Very, very impressive. Coach Marty Wilson has plastered images of the number 10 all around the team's locker room, facilities, buses, and what that 10 alludes to is the West Coast Conference writers' prediction on their preseason finishing, or it was the preseason poll ranking, which was number 10, which was last. So that was motivation for coach. Tell the team you're not good, they stink, this is where we expect you to be, worst. And the team has performed really well this season. They're 3-0 in the West Coast Conference. Nobody saw it coming, right up there with Gonzaga. And so the prognosticators possibly were wrong, and Pepperdine's been proving everybody wrong. So they've got wins against BYU, San Diego, and UC Santa Clara in their first 3 games. So they were already on the road against Santa Clara, and now they're traveling to San Francisco, which is about a 40, 50-mile trip, and the game was 2 days ago. Classes aren't in session, so the team stayed out there. There's no travel issues. San Francisco at home also played 2 days ago against Loyola Marymount, and so there really shouldn't be any issues with travel or look ahead or anything like that. Both teams are kind of playing a similar schedule right now. The Waves are 7-1 ATS on the road this season, which I found very, very impressive. Their only loss was against Washington State. And so lately with Pepperdine, teams have had to choose their poison. Their guard, Jeremy Major, he's talented enough. He averages about 15 and 7 a game, but he could go off for 20. They have also got a very, very good front court in Lane and Stacey Davis. Lane went 25 for 11 in their win against Santa Clara in a game that I said that the front court would make all the difference. So he was absolutely unstoppable. And to top that all off, they've got a very, very good three-point shooter in Malcolm Brooks. He's deadly behind the arc, and he's 13 for his last 21 in the last 3 games from behind the arc. So very balanced team. Things really seem to be coming together for the Waves. The Dons, on the other hand, they're 4-3 against the spread at home. They're coming off a dominating performance against Loyola Marymount. Their zone forced 13 turnovers, and they held the Lions to 37% shooting. They attacked them on the inside, and they were led in scoring by senior forward Cole Dickerson, who had 20. Like Pepperdine, USF has a balanced attack, and they average 4 scorers per game in double figures. Which brings me to the play that I have on this game, and it's going to go under the total of 149. And here's why. I looked at the defensive point totals for each club in their first 3 West Coast Conference games, and I put it against the team's scoring average. So for Pepperdine, they held San Diego to 64, which is 5 under their average. Santa Clara, 61, 11 under the average. BYU, 74, 13 under their average, for an aggregate total of 9.66 points under their average. And so for San Francisco, they held Portland to 81, which was +2. Gonzaga, 69, which is -12, and Loyola Marymount, 61, which was -17 under their average for about another 9 points. Now, a lot of teams' scoring averages are in the mid-70s, low 80s, because they've been playing a lot of bottom feeders, so it doesn't surprise me that these are under the average. But if you look at each team's average scoring for the whole season, which factors in those preseason games where they hang up hundreds, for San Francisco, it's 78, and Pepperdine, 73, which is right in line with the spread and the total. It's about 6-point differential there, 5-6 points, and puts right around a total of 150. So for this reason, I'm looking at the under. I'm also seeing that in a total of 6 games that the two of them have played together this season, the under is 4-2. And Pepperdine is a disciplined club. They commit only about 17 fouls per game. And it plays hand in hand with San Francisco's shooting, which is a league worst 62% from the stripe. San Francisco returns actually 3 starters from their game that they played last year, their most recent game together, where Pepperdine went to San Francisco, and San Francisco beat Pepperdine 64-58 in that game, which is obviously way the hell under this 149 total. So there's a bit of familiarity with these two teams. Obviously, they play every year. San Francisco returns a lot of the starters. They're in a homestand right now. So I like these teams to kind of clamp down and get under the total of 149. We're going to play it. Please tail with caution, and thanks for watching. Hit me up on Twitter at Black, the letter N, Teal, and all of my college basketball write-ups can be seen at Black, the letter N, Teal, CBB, if you use that hashtag. Thank you.